Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Light Camera Fashion Show. It's one of a kind fashion shows here in Bahrain because it's emerging different things that we have today. It's not only gonna show the models and the beautiful designers by Hamra Alam, but also you will see able and disabled people who will be speaking, telling the stories, and beautiful music played by them, especially by Ali Al-Alawi, who is really talented and someone not to miss in this fashion show. She flew all the way from the UK to represent the great fashion show that is being held here for the first time by her company. So stay with us because we have many interesting stuff that we would like to show you in this program.
Lights Camera Fashion, the brainchild of Hamra Alam, an entrepreneur, a UK-based, it says, fashion designer, a talented and passionate businesswoman who believes in sharing knowledge. As I was saying, Hamra and I are old friends. Our relationship began last Saturday. And her life's ambition, partly because of this, has been to bring like-minded people together by giving emerging young talent an opportunity to grow, build solid relationships with businesses, and at the same time give back to society by involving charities in her events. The philosophy is charity begins at home, and her keen sense to enlighten the community about the importance of accepting disabled people into normal society led to the inception of Lights Camera Fashion.
Ladies and gentlemen, as Trevor rightly said, I'm very pleased to be here. And I'm just very overwhelmed to see so many people, more than I anticipated. So sorry guys if you're standing in the back. I hope I'll make it worth your while. To briefly describe myself, I come from a fashion background. I love fashion, I love designing clothes. I love dressing people, male, female, children, cats, dogs, dolls. I started when I was 7 years old. Without further ado, please let me introduce you and invite our first guest speaker, Mr. Rayhan Alam, who is also my brother, my elder brother.
My name is Rayhan Alam, and the real reason and the topic that we're here to talk about today is, what is success? How do we measure it? Well, if you were looking for a formula to take away, I'm sorry, I'm going to disappoint you, because I have my formula. You all have to find your own formula. Everybody can find that formula. So how do we measure success? But when you get older, you start piecing all the pieces together, and you start realizing that I am someone, and I need to do things as well, because I have a purpose. And that word purpose all of a sudden meant something really big to me. So my education, I went to university and became a geneticist. My father wanted me to be, guess what? A doctor? Yes, he wanted me to be a doctor. But that's something that I didn't end up going down, but I became a geneticist. And then I remember on the third year of my four-year course, having a panic attack. And I went to see my lecturer, and he said to me, "Don't worry, you're having an ethical attack." And that was the first time I'd been introduced to this word, I'm going to pick this up, called ethics.
Right now, I'm with Rayhan Alam. We just heard him speaking and gave us a really great speech. He's actually an international speaker and also a mentor trainer. Hi, how are you?
Very good, thank you very much. Thank you.
So we've actually heard your great presentation. Can you please tell us more about it?
Sure, I mean, as I said in the presentation, to me, my life's focus now is all about helping other people to achieve their full potential. And I'm very honored, really, to be able to be in that position. You know, I work with all kinds of people who need it really, really badly. And the secret to all of this success is not science, it's not very complicated, but people fall into a pattern where they just can't seem to climb out sometimes. And I think if I can do my bit for society, for people, I sleep better at night, and I certainly have a warm feeling in my heart. And so, yeah, I'm very honored.
Well, actually, I found this speech is really interesting and so fascinating. You've said like a great word, but can you please tell me what is your role actually in the lights camera fashion, and how do you get involved in this event?
Well, actually, Lights Camera Fashion is my sister's business idea that she came up with. And it's amazing because we grew up very, very different as brother and sister. But now our paths have kind of crossed, and we both believe in very similar things. And obviously you've heard about what I do. And when I heard my sister was doing this kind of stuff, like she said 6 months ago, I was so inspired by the fact that, and it just cemented my own beliefs. So from going from fashion to now, you know, such a charity and doing so much good work, especially at a time of the world where it really needs it. We need more people doing this kind of thing. You know, I have to admit, you know, my sister, you know, is one of the most driven people I've ever met. And, you know, to be able to work with her in this way, which I never knew I would be able to, you know, it's just a great honor. She's a great person.
Well, emerging both ideas, I think it's a great thing because it's like it's so personal. You get to people and you get closer to them. You have the fashion show and you have a great words to say to them, and especially the participation of the able and disabled people. What do you think about this idea? Can you tell us more, and how did you come up with it?
Well, I mean, we were discussing ideas as to what the whole thing should be about, and Hamra, I have to admit, came up with most of the ideas. It's a subject that we're both passionate about. And it just seemed a very logical decision to actually do that, especially with her existing skills as a fashion designer and mine as a speaker and someone who likes to talk to people and help people. It just fit really, really well.
A great collaboration. Do you have like any plans in the future? Anything, any upcoming events also in Bahrain?
I do believe that there is going to be a bi-monthly event for Lights Camera Fashion. And so, you know, I've shared some of these ideas with my sister, who's, you know, told me about her ambitions, and I will definitely try to support her as much as I possibly can. And I'll be always keeping an eye on her from England as well. But if I get the opportunity to come out here again, absolutely, yes. I've only been here for 3 days so far, and I have to admit, you know, it's not what we're told it's like in the media or in the press back at home. Obviously, there are issues and problems out there, but you know, we can get rid of those problems, and it's a mind shift. That's all it is. So I hope to be here again, and I'm supporting my sister as much as I can and make sure that this is a very successful business.
Thank you very much, and we're looking forward anything that you would do here in Bahrain next, any event, any fashion show. And thank you very much for this great speech. So I hope you enjoy your time.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Born in January 1984, with no sight, between the folds of his heart embraces hope and work for the future. He joined the Saudi Bahraini Institute for the Blind to complete his elementary and secondary level. At that stage, one of the most important hobbies that is still important aspect of his life appeared, named music. Ali also has so many musical participations, whether local, in the Gulf, or in the Arab region. He won prizes locally and internationally. 2 months ago, he won the best music in a participation at the level of the Gulf states. He also won the best prize on schools levels in the Kingdom of Bahrain in 2004. In 2008, he won the prize of Best Theatrical Composition for his participation in the play Waiting for Mariam.
We heard his beautiful music on the violin, and we heard his great story. Ali is right now with me, and he's going to speak to us about himself. Ali, can you please tell me what do you think about this event?
صراحة هاي الفعالية كانت جدا رائعة وتجربة جديدة بالنسبة لي.
He's saying that this experience is wonderful and it's a very new thing to him.
And can you please tell me what are your inspirations and what keeps you motivated?
يعني وايد أشياء ممكن تلهمني. الموسيقى رقم 1، اللحن الجميل أكيد يعني، آه، الأشياء الإنسانية أكيد.
He's saying that many things inspire him, and the first thing is music and the good melodies and the humanity overall.
This is great. I'm really glad to hear your motivation and your inspiration that keeps you move forward. And for the future plans, what are you planning for? I have heard that you are looking for a job and you want to involve yourself more in the society. What are your future plans?
طبعا أهم شيء بعد حصولي على عمل، يعني إذا الله وفقني وحصلت على عمل، راح أطور من نفسي ومن حتى الموارد اللي أمتلكها. يعني يكون أن عندي ويب سايت اللي هو i4blind.com، فممكن أني أطور في هذا المجال أكثر، يعني هاي أكثر شيء.
And
Okay, and he said the future he want to improve his potential and the things that he's work on, like his site i4blind, and improve everything in his life.
Mohammed, I've heard that you are the right arm to Ali, and everybody is talking about how you are close together. Can you tell me more about yourself and how do you both collaborate together in music and in life?
Well, actually, Ali is a friend like from 2007, and we met in university. And first, we collaborated on many music projects, and that improved to a close friendship, and it's more than friendship as well. It's like brotherhood. And we actually, ever since, we work together and we hang out together. It's like everything.
I bet the relationship which you have between of you is really amazing. You're so close together and you have been living the life, all of the things together. So can you please give us an advice, Ali, for the audience and for the people out there?
طبعا أهم شيء ممكن أوجهه للأشخاص، يعني اللي هو أن يتعاملوا مع ذوي الإعاقة تعامل طبيعي، بحيث أنه هم يعني لا يتجاهلوهم، في نفس الوقت لا يبالغوا في التعامل معهم يعني كأشخاص. كل إنسان له طاقات، كل إنسان له إمكانيات، فممكن التعامل مع الأشخاص حسب إمكاناتهم، مو حسب الوضعية البوزيشن اللي هم فيه يعني.
Saying is his advice to treat people with special needs with equality, and they don't underestimate their potentials, and they can treat them as normal as anybody else. They can do everything.
And Mohammed, what do you think? What advice you can give us and to the people out there? What do you think about this?
Well, actually, my advice is like Ali is. I learned that being with him, being around him, it was like a learning experience, and it's like the normal thing to do actually. So everybody should do that.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, all of the people on the planet are like they are equal, and we are doing the same thing, and everyone has the opportunity to get involved more in the society. It's great to have people such as Ali and like you, Mohammed, in our society and in Bahrain, and we look forward to more develop from ourselves and everybody else. Thank you very much for this great interview. Thank you, Ali.
Thank you.
Mohammed, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now I'm with Mr. Abdel Wahid Al Khayat. He is the director of the Saudi and Bahraini Institute of the Blind. He as much as everyone do. They are so productive and they are so smart. I mean, we have listened to the story of Ali. It's pretty interesting. So, do you really participate in many events as such? Do you have any future plans?
I think so. We have before May, we tried to do a musical blind evening for all the group, the blind student and the teacher, which they can use the machine for musical, and they will do a special night for them.
This is great. Thank you very much.
Thank you for Channel 45.
Have a good day. Right now, I'm with Mrs. Naima Al Beloushi. She's from the Women Business Society. I will ask her about her role in this event and how do they participate in such a fashion show with able and disabled people. Hi, Mrs. Naima. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Well, can you please tell me what is your main role in this event and how do you support it?
Actually, I am a board member of the Bahrain Business Society, and we got invitation from this organization to attend this function. And when I got the invitation, I thought it was purely fashion show because I had no idea what is the basic concept of this program. But actually, when we got here, and I met the designer and sole organizer herself, Hamra, Hamra Alem, I found out that this is a special kind of fashion show because it combined the normal models and very, very special needs models like Ali Alawi, who happens to be blind from birth, and he is a best musician, and he has also created and invented a site for the blind in the internet. And also one of the girls who happened to have accidents on her legs when she was small, and now she has one wooden leg and the other leg is not so right, and she was one of the models. I think the whole idea was lovely. And Hamra's brother also talked to us about his experience in life. He's an entrepreneur and how he sort of failed twice in his life and how he picked up again and made his own business through the company, which is called Conclusion. And if you want to know what is Conclusion is the opposite of inclusion. Conclusion is for a company for the people who find it difficult to work, and he helps them to find jobs.
Great, that's so right. I mean, the collaboration which happened in this fashion show, it's really interesting and I really love the idea as well. But as a woman business society, I mean, the support it gives to such fashion shows, it's really great. And we would like to see more collaboration as such in the future. So do you have any plans for the future? Do you look forward holding such events more often in Bahrain?
Well, if you mean Bahrain Business Society functions, we do have quite a lot, but you must know we are not a charitable society, we are a businesswoman society. So quarterly we have functions and we have also lots of programs, but still we did not really get involved in a charitable way because we are not a charitable organization. It's purely for business, but we do have lots, we have had in the last 10 years lots of conferences in Bahrain, conferences in UAE, and conferences wherever you want to say. We had lots of conferences and we did lots of networking even in the United Kingdom and the States. And I'd like to mention something very important here, that there is an organization from the USA. It's called the MEPI. They have been with us for the last 3 years, and we do lots of workshops and conferences which are supported by the MEPI. And in the last year, Bahrain was chosen to be the headquarters for the MEPI organization in the USA.
This is great information that you have given us right now. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of the event, and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much, Fajr.
Hamra Alam, she is the main person behind this great event. She's here to talk to us about herself and how did she manage to pull off such a great event here in Bahrain. Hi Hamra, how are you?
Exhausted.
I bet you are. I mean, after such a great arrangement, we have seen lots of things here. I mean, I didn't expect to see such a great things, and it was perfect. So can you tell me more about the management of this event? I mean, lights, camera, fashion, what do you do exactly?
Well, Lights Camera Fashion was something I created because I'm in the fashion industry, from fashion